1991, Dr. Dre had produced about 15 million albums.
And WWA's album Watch is ranked #1 on the album chart.
Great weakness came from the ability to recognize a good beat. I can get anybody in the studio and hit record out of it. If they have any kind of talent, I can pull it out of them.
Right, you know, when some shit is hot, he hears some shit, and he tell you it's fire.
Has never been tougher in the
NFL.
So trying to get into 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Today, I'm doing the Degree Great T-shirt challenge. Let's go Degree Advanced and on Spicy the test and see if I get any sweat protection.
With non-stop sweat protection, you're not done yet.
It's Jackson. Rolling to his left.
Result? Only one winner here.
No sweat marks.
Degree Advanced.
Hey, Roku.
Paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson
Hey, Roku.
contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
You can have any artist on people's records if that happened. I bet you they say never.
You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that's
I'm the general manager of Ruthless Record. Easy things personal.
assignments against him.
It's easy to start different areas of the business. I found my duties becoming more diversified.
Bobby Heenan won't put this thing together. He's going to put money up. Cable's going to make it beat. And we're going to be partners. As time went on, and to find out that Jim stepped in for the air to the side. And it's like, yeah, we can be partners, we train, and enough for us. Bring to the table. I'm the type of person I don't want no more, no less than what I'm supposed to get. I can't have that. I can't be around.
The mega. Tell us a little bit about what else is coming up with each other.
You got the super hype album coming out, titled HLA, of course. And her gimmick is the way she talks. Say hi.
I was actually excited. It was at the time. Today night, he struggled like you're supposed to for a while there. He told me not whatever he
One thing I want to do is live my life, make my money, make the money supposed to be. Great, they were broke, even the little money they got wasn't a lot of it. Great, had a match, we got a match that was empty, like devoid of purpose. Like, you know, if there's a fire, we go out because there's nothing to burn.
One thing Shook was always smart about was he aligned himself with a big star. In every move he made, you could see it. Bob Brown, DOC.
Shook wanted to start a label with DOC, and DOC thought this was a good idea at first, but they both ultimately realized that they needed Dr. Dre. And so in 1991, they set their sights on trying to convince Dr. Dre to come with them.
Should have started really the best train. He was really flat. He was stand up for he made me idiot. He's not
I worked at Ruth was the Cherry Hell of his cousin, and should have started coming to the studio where we were recording. The next thing we know, Dre is speaking to class.
What the fuck? He's not letting him get that.
Successful. Now they look to pay it off on first
I would put everything from why does he show up at that would happen.
He's great at these beautiful pool parties, and Suge would be around.
Why is he at the video?
He was just kind of always in the background.
I'm telling you, I didn't want to be around him.
That time, and it's going to
Didn't she start fucking with that nigga?
She had an old baby behind and then wanted her shit.
I'm talking about shit. I know she ain't moving.
Yeah, she had on the shit too.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you ain't know she had a baby with you?
No, I didn't. I was just saying, she just said she didn't want to be around Suge, and I just said, didn't she have a baby by him?
Yeah.
And then contracts. Dre's contract, Michelet's contract.
It's also funny
It terrified this guy.
they also said she reasoned
He's a big
Suge
time
wasn't friends no more.
but he got totally
And she said she wasn't, but it makes sense. You got treated by two niggas who were friends, and now they not friends no more.
With Dre and told him that we would get like 2 cents on every record or 2 pennies. And Dre disputed.
Check my contracts out. Sure enough. Wasn't worth the paper they were written. And that was that. So I said, and we used to go back and see the film. I got a vision. Obviously, you got a vision. Let's just start fresh. He was aggressive. And he really seemed like a go-getter. And making things happen. That's all I really care about. Is getting this studio making music. If you want to help, so be it. Let's keep it moving. Shoot, real good. Broke the chains. He's unorthodox way getting a deal was groundbreaking.
How did Suge go from being a bodyguard to running his own label? It's called a street instinct. He never went to literally any other before the big time. You don't rob a person who's selling the dope on the street. You rob a person who has the dope.
Dre called Easy and said, look, man, let's squash this. Meet me at the studio, just me and you. We'll talk it over, and figure this out.
And the Cardinals have got the 7 mark.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
Easy who shows up to this office in the studio and it sounds
What's going on? Hey, where's Dre?
beat down. Even after that beatdown, he's talking. He's rubbing companies, a real dude in the streets. He still won't. Without saying anything else about what's on it, it says, this is where we're going next, if you don't sign it. And it's Easy's mother's address in the suburbs where he moved. That terrified him, and as Jerry Heller later said, under severe psychological duress, he signs the release.
One of us, he was no CEO, he was no time behind no desk. Thugs just like everybody else. Gangsters is the word, but I'm saying it right now. He took gangsterism to a different level.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
You're not getting pretty right with this.
Escaping the play. He's going to go down again.
Get there to respect my talent.
And it appears to me
So
that
that's
someone's
definitely
defensive
consequences.
coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Suge Knight extricates Dr. Dre and DOC from their contracts with Ruthless Records. Suge knew that getting Easy to sign that paper was his shot. He knew it. He knew he was like, he had this wonderful talent with Dr. Dre, his main ghostwriter in DOC. He knew it was his shot, and he was going to go in there by any means necessary to get it done. And he sent the word out that Suge was not someone who toyed.
Suge tried to destroy my record company with the help of others, Dre. So right now we're getting everything back together.
Michael Jackson's Thriller. With the nose and everything.
It's Suge for making Dre, and how much money and energy and work that Easy put into starting Ruthless and making it a success, like that, he's, kind of gone. Easy wanted to kill Suge.
himself.
Offense gets ready here
He
for
is
this
one
drive,
of those.
Charles. You still wonder
And
about that
Jerry
fire
talked
drive.
about
Went for it on fourth down
that
in
he
their own
drew
territory.
very
Didn't
severe
get
lines.
it.
That's a Pete. What the fuck?
The first time he created his environment, which was dangerous, and I think it was rooted partly in some gang shit.
All the gang up even the quick affiliation and shows blood affiliation.
And I'm thinking, wow, this is really some crazy shit.
I can imagine the serious danger.
Jerry was, well, he was freaked out.
Jerry's response was to hire ex-Israeli special forces Klein, who helped organize defense against Shug and his guys.
Mike Klein was a very tough, hard, badass.
Let's say that I'm proficient in self-defense and that kind of stuff.
The story I heard was Klein told Shug that cut him up in little pieces, put him in dumpsters all around the city.
That's okay. Oh, I can guarantee you each can understand that nobody is coming beyond this without it. I have control. You know, it's hard for him. It's worth me and my family.
Everyone had guns. We had shotguns in the corner. We had Uzis. Our secretaries had guns.
I didn't look at how dangerous it was. I thought it was gangster. It looked like the movie. It looked like a modern day Scarface.
You see, he took me into the bedroom, opened up the closet, and there were automatic weapons on a shelf. You gotta ask yourself, why are you showing a reporter guns? You know, if there's a chance I'm going back to the source and I'm going to write about this. So either you're hoping I write about this, or you're hoping that I won't write about this, but I'll put out the word.
in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Izzy was not the type of guy that they could do
This will be
it.
returned from deep in the end zone.
But I can assure you.
The decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
Shug told Easy, if you don't sign these papers, we're going to beat you to a pulp. You know, it was extortion.
They're in a bit of a danger
Filed
zone
a
right
lawsuit
here, 'cause now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the
and
first
to
half.
get damages
The
for loss of
offense
trade
hasn't been able to
rights.
generate anything. I feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes over the years, if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession. He's going to go.
Dick Griffey started mentoring a lot for the business, how to be in the record industry and how to own your own record label. So that's how it started.
And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
We stole our office building. We had a studio, we had a rehearsal room, we had spiders and other things. I was the president, so we agreed to let Chip, Doc, and Dre look at all the folks who are going to make up Death Row Records in the third floor where they can start recording and making records. As far as I can tell, the guys have no money. There were times when Nick and I could pay the lease payments on Shug's car.
What people don't realize is we had some financial struggle. I had
Set
a
at the
job,
line
so
for this next
that's
drive.
what carried us.
As they take
I
over with
worked, and I
exactly 1
was
minute to
having a
go.
baby at the time.
They'll start
So
on the ground
it was
with
tough.
Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
My name is David
So
Kenner.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Death Row and his artists, pretty close. David Kenner was a criminal attorney. He did a lot of mafia cases and big drug dealer cases and all that stuff.
They reach a point where they need to find through his attorney, David Kenner. Should was put in touch with Michael Harris, a.k.a. Harry Gunn.
Michael Harris was a drug the guy that I got down.
Absolutely.
The guy
And
that
from
was
this spot on the field, now
he was a prison.
you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum.
Touchdown Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 37 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks
talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that
Shoot was
one
introduced to
together.
Ariel.
They
They had
didn't
the
leave
meeting
much
with
time
him
on the clock
in
either.
prison,
Well done.
where he was being held. He got the funding in a prison visiting. It doesn't get more gangster.
To boom this one away. Maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it to 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Eluding the pressure right. Getting 9 after tucking it in one, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
A Sony or a Latic. Michael Harris said we got to do this big. We got to put that throw on the back. What he said, got to do Jason's.
Jason with the swanky Beverly Hills restaurant.
It's going to be the greatest company of the 2000s. Put your hands together. Come on, make some noise.
I'm sure mom and dad there, a lot of people from the hood are sitting in Jason's. We're in Beverly Hills. Most of them had never left.
They invited the who's who of the industry.
The second quarter. This is the NFL. It's on EA Sports. Charles Hyde to the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Taken from about the 12.
Just getting it sense before shooting. And Dre.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn
most talented
because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offensive plays in the first half? Put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe.
Come out into the market that I've ever seen in my life. I mean that. Death row. That's what's happening.
He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10.
It's a call
Back-to-back incompletion.
to appreciate our bodies, to care for all parts, even those in like our armpits. Because perfect armpits do exist. They are stubbly, with marks, or shaved, all beautiful and peach.
They will throw on
Yeah,
the
there's
first down with Burrow. He's going to air one out.
Let's go records. The label started with Dr. Dre was going to do his own thing, and there was a lot of help from Suge Knight and Ariel and a number of people, and we got it all together.
2nd and 10. Burrow.
After the party chase announcing the founding of the record, now they're officially set up in business. And within the week of the area deal being made, red carpet gets rolled out. Dre was able to come in with a wish list of equipment. They got, like new vocal booth. They got upgrades on the microphones.
Tell me what, you got like 48 tracks and stuff now? 56 tracks.
Just an infusion of capital they desperately needed. Ariel provided that any question.
First down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Mario was still behind bars when he was helping Shook get this label off the ground. And so he and Shook talk almost every day.
I was actually brought in for Solar Records. One day I'm going to actually Ariel calls and I asked him, I said, I got to run out of his parts. He goes, how much is that? That's just going to be about $1,000. I said, I got it. No. Let me call you back.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's
South
inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And it's got about 30 grand, but only needed $1,000. The other time that I got $1,000, it wasn't bill bigger than one.
From the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Jeff was really organized. For example, making sure we had an accounting department
that would keep track of money, elective business.
There's no business plan, there's no policies and procedures. It's really just playing by the seat of their pants.
Who you all waiting on? Chill? That's what I'm waiting on. Chill. I'm waiting on it too.
I don't know what time you two up here.
Shook said 10 a.m. was a meeting. You won't see him until 7 p.m.
They didn't try to make people time to beat.
Shook never by himself. He always had, I'd say, 3 to 5 guys.
Shook asked me to bring in because how many nobody started moving guys in the It was just a blood nation.
Shook Knight knew he could have made them be his jury and basically carry out any type of extortion or assaults he wanted done and spread fear to persons that he wanted to.
There was a phone at Federal at that time. That phone was strictly for area. That phone rings, nobody answers it. It's always the strip hands.
Right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on the key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is just the same in what they plan to do on offense. While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once you get outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage. And the running back usually runs a check down. He took it deep, and they gave it a big shot. He rifles one, it's intercepted. Top by Von Bell. I'll tell you, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow taps that forward.
He smelled like it. So Shook.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
It was definitely for a reason. The Spanish first, they was talking everybody at the studio.
He's going to go outside for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up
I got your driver's license.
a third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up second and 10.
Your ass is going to be your mama's ass. Go get your feet.
Jumps out to Nixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at
Walks
the
over to
30.
Hollywood Boulevard, stops the cop cars, and I just got a soul.
Backed up here, tough spot, getting 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow will throw. He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared of the fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he is going to have the Bengals first down on what will be a big play there on fourth and long.
A suspension was handed down to a TV anchor from Penn State.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Joe Mixon from 17 yards out. And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during the game, cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. It's a loss of 14 that time, and it'll be a second and long.
teenage driver Catherine is going to say, I am crazy. I'm totally crazy. When she was arrested, local police said that she exuded an obvious odor of intoxicants.
Here's a give to Dobbins, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
I've been trying to find out Black 1350 on the Civic.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Well, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 40 yards. And the Bengals have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on third down is Burrow.
This girl put my leg right there.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. They're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Throwing. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Ready?
And Burrow going to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Complete to his tight end Sample. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, partner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it was drawn up. It almost would have been a shame not to finish with such a well-run play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one.